Personal log number 67, subject AV13, date October 17th, 2364. Big breakthrough today. I introduced case AV13 into two subjects. Subject A mutated and lost control, as was expected, like normal. Subject B, however, mutated as normal, per restrictions, same time limit as subject A, same introduction speed. However, the subject seemed to remain hold of its mind, and the host seemed to remain intact for about 3 minutes and 48 seconds until host was eradicated by the virus. This is big news, because in that time that the host was still itself before the virus completely overtook it, the physical properties that the virus gave the host were completely transparent. I could see everything. The speed that it solved the maze before it mutated, it got its goal as the host wanted, not that the virus wanted, but the host still reached what it wanted, using the capabilities that the virus gave it, which is astounding on levels beyond comprehension of any modern science. Now, the physical mutations, they are not the priority at this moment, because as long as we can remove the virus, the aggressiveness to overtake the host, to take the mind, and if we can leave the host with its free will and with its decision makings, but even with the physical mutations, we can still keep control, and that is the largest step towards understanding what this virus is that anyone's taken. Granted, physical mutations will need to be assessed and worked on, but as previously stated, they are not the priority. For you see, if we lose the mind, we lose the host, and if we lose the host to this virus that gets out of control, we'll have another Arcos on our hands. Now, strain AV13. Same properties as previous 12, as stated. Cannot seem to dictate what the genetic coding is of this. I mean, it's so unknown. No one that I've trusted to look at it can even comprehend what it might be. However, that does not mean we need to stop even with the few physical mutations that are still occurring. Even with the loss of a couple hosts, we can afford new rats any day. But this must continue. This research has to continue. The properties that this gives, the speed, the generalization of everything, of knowledge, of insight, of the ability to process things so much faster than any normal human. Just the fact that a virus could do this is astounding, to the point that all the limits of fatigue, of physical limitations, they're just completely removed. The speed, the strength, the lack of fatigue, everything is just on levels that we cannot comprehend. And if we learn how to comprehend what this can do, it will put us hundreds of years beyond any modern medicine ever has in our entire span of humanity. Everything from the common cold all the way up to cancer could be completely eradicated in a matter of time if we can figure out how to remain the host to the host and not let the virus completely overtake it, in order to give the physical probabilities of this strain of... Wait. If we can complete the strain mentally, keep the free will, keep the decision-making and the processing and the thinking skills of this, what if that's what's causing the physical mutations? What if the lack of the mind is what's... The virus isn't taking over the mind. It's taking over the body to the point that the mind shuts down out of shock. If we can keep the mind strong enough, we can stop all of it. Which must mean that unlike all the virus comprehension that we know of right now, the fact that it has to go into a host that's already dead, if we were to inject it into a living host, could the mind still fight? Could it fight off the virus, but still attain the attributes that it gives? I truly believe that the virus discovered on Arcos 2 years ago is the key to our genetic salvation. My name is Dr. Sebastian Cross, and And I'm close to finding that key.
And on that day, I ended the world.